In 1453, Sultan Mehmed II unleashed a bloodbath upon the city of Constantinople, slaughtering thousands of innocent civilians and marking the beginning of the Ottoman Empire's reign of terror that would span over 600 years. The once mighty Byzantine Empire was reduced to rubble, its people sold into slavery or forced to flee for their lives. This brutal act of conquest set the tone for the Ottoman Empire's expansion, as they devoured neighboring territories and absorbed their cultures, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. The Ottomans' military prowess was matched only by their ruthlessness, as they employed advanced siege engines and tactics to breach even the most fortified cities. As the empire grew, so did its depravity, with sultans like Bayezid I and Murad II indulging in extravagant luxuries and brutal punishments, including torture, mutilation, and public executions. The infamous Janissaries, an elite corps of soldiers taken from their families as children and trained in the art of war, were the instruments of the Sultan's wrath, feared throughout the land for their merciless efficiency. Their very existence was a testament to the Ottoman Empire's ability to shape and mold its subjects into instruments of war, stripping them of their identities and leaving them as nothing more than loyal automatons. The Ottoman Empire's expansion into Eastern Europe was marked by a series of brutal campaigns, as they clashed with the Holy Roman Empire and other Christian states. The Battle of Nicopolis in 1396 was a crushing defeat for the Crusaders, as the Ottomans employed their superior cavalry and archery to devastating effect, leaving the battlefield littered with the corpses of the fallen. The Siege of Vienna in 1529 was another pivotal moment, as the Ottomans were repelled by the city's defenses, but not before they had unleashed a wave of terror upon the surrounding countryside, burning villages and slaughtering anyone who dared to stand in their way. Despite their reputation for brutality, the Ottomans were also master builders and administrators, constructing majestic mosques, palaces, and aqueducts that still stand today as testaments to their engineering prowess. The Suleymani Mosque, built during the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent, is a masterpiece of Islamic architecture, its soaring domes and minarets a testament to the Ottomans' ability to create beauty amidst the chaos and destruction. However, even these structures were built on the backs of slave labor, as thousands of workers toiled in brutal conditions to bring the Sultan's vision to life. As the centuries passed, the Ottoman Empire's power began to wane, as internal strife and external pressures took their toll. The empire was plagued by corruption, nepotism, and mismanagement, as sultans like Abdul Hamid II and Mehmed V struggled to maintain control in the face of rising nationalist movements. The Young Turk Revolution of 1908 was a brief, shining moment of hope, as a group of reform-minded officers sought to modernize the empire and restore its former glory. However, their efforts were ultimately doomed to fail, as the empire was torn apart by the very forces that had once driven its expansion. The Ottoman Empire's legacy is a complex and multifaceted one, marked by both breathtaking achievements and unspeakable atrocities. The empire's collapse in the aftermath of World War I led to the creation of modern-day Turkey, as well as the redrawing of the Middle Eastern map. However, the ghosts of the Ottoman Empire's past continue to haunt the region, as ancient rivalries and hatred simmer just below the surface. The Armenian Genocide, the slaughter of the Greeks, and the brutal suppression of the Kurdish people are just a few examples of the empire's darker legacy, a legacy that continues to cast a long shadow over the modern world. As we reflect on the Ottoman Empire's history, we are reminded that the past is never truly buried, and that the consequences of our actions can echo through the ages. The Ottoman Empire's reign of terror may be over, but its impact on the world remains, a haunting reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of remembering the lessons of history. In the end, it is up to us to learn from the Ottoman Empire's mistakes, and to strive for a world where such atrocities can never happen again. But as we look out upon the tumultuous landscape of the modern world, we cannot help but wonder, have we truly learned from the past, or are we doomed to repeat the same mistakes, forever trapped in a cycle of violence and bloodshed? The silence that follows is deafening, a haunting reminder that the true horror of the Ottoman Empire's history may not be the atrocities that were committed, but the fact that they could happen again, at any moment, without warning.